Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have everything under control? No matter how chaotic the world around them gets, they remain composed, efficient, and precise. They are the ones who never miss a detail, who always have a plan, and who seem to navigate through life's complexities with an almost supernatural level of precision. If you've met someone like that, chances are they are a Virgo. Virgo is not just about perfectionism or being meticulous. Beneath the surface, this zodiac sign holds a collection of hidden strengths, powerful weapons that shape their success, resilience, and influence in ways most people overlook. In astrology, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect, communication, and analytical thinking. This gives them an exceptional ability to process information, solve problems, and remain grounded in reality. But what truly makes Virgo unique is not just their intelligence, it's their discipline, adaptability, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Today, we will uncover 21 powerful weapons that make Virgo one of the most formidable forces in the zodiac. These are not just personality traits, they are tools that help them thrive in their careers, relationships, and personal growth. And here's the best part: whether you are a Virgo or not, you can learn from these strengths and apply them to your own life to unlock new levels of success and self-mastery. Make sure you watch until the end, because number 3 will surprise you. It's a hidden strength that most people don't realize Virgo possesses, yet it plays a crucial role in shaping their destiny. Before we begin, take a moment to comment your zodiac sign and birth date below. Let's see how many Virgos are watching. And if you love astrology, personal growth, and self-discovery, don't forget to subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life and turn on notifications so you never miss an insightful video like this one. Now, let's dive in. 1. Supreme organization, the power to create order from chaos. Virgo's ability to organize is unmatched. Where others see mess, confusion, or overwhelming tasks, Virgo sees a system waiting to be structured. Their mind operates like a finely tuned machine, breaking down complex situations into manageable steps. Whether it's planning a major project, keeping their personal life in perfect order, or managing details that most people would overlook, Virgo's organizational skills are a serious weapon. This is not just about keeping a tidy desk or color-coding their schedule, although they probably do that too. It's about efficiency, clarity, and control. They know that a well-structured life eliminates unnecessary stress and allows them to focus on what truly matters. This is why Virgos often excel in careers that require planning, attention to detail, and strategic execution. How you can apply this: if you struggle with feeling overwhelmed, take a page from Virgo's book. Start by breaking down tasks into smaller, actionable steps. Use lists, planners, or digital tools to stay organized. The more structure you create, the more control you'll feel over your life. 2. Attention to detail, seeing what others miss. Virgos don't just look, they observe. Their keen eye for detail allows them to spot mistakes, inconsistencies, and potential problems long before they become serious issues. This ability makes them exceptional problem solvers, whether in personal relationships, work environments, or creative projects. This trait is why Virgos thrive in high-stakes professions like medicine, law, finance, and engineering. A misplaced decimal? A subtle flaw in a contract? A misalignment in a design? Virgo will catch it. They have an almost supernatural ability to notice the small things that others overlook, which ultimately leads to big wins. How you can apply this: if you want to develop a sharper eye for detail, start training your observation skills. Slow down, double-check your work, and pay attention to the nuances of situations. Over time, this will help you become more precise and effective in everything you do. 3. Perfectionism, the relentless pursuit of excellence. Perfectionism often gets a bad reputation, but when used correctly, it's a superpower, and Virgo has mastered it. Unlike other signs that may settle for good enough, Virgos push themselves toward excellence in everything they do. They set high standards, not just for themselves, but also for the people around them. This is why Virgos often rise to the top in their fields. Whether they are an artist fine-tuning every brush stroke, a scientist refining an experiment, or a writer perfecting every sentence, their dedication to mastery is what separates them from the average. Of course, this can be a double-edged sword. When taken to extremes, perfectionism can lead to burnout or frustration. But when properly balanced, it becomes a driving force for greatness. How you can apply this, instead of seeing perfectionism as a burden. Use it as motivation. Focus on continuous improvement rather than unrealistic expectations. Excellence is achieved through progress, not perfection. 4. Responsibility, the backbone of their strength. Virgos don't just take on responsibility, they own it. Whether it's a project at work, a commitment to a friend, or a promise to themselves, Virgos follow through. Their reliability is one of the reasons why they are often the go-to person in any group. They are the ones people trust to get things done, no matter what. While other signs may struggle with consistency, Virgos thrive on it. Their sense of duty and accountability ensures that nothing falls through the cracks. This level of responsibility also means they take their commitments seriously, sometimes to the point of carrying more than they should. But at their core, Virgos know that reliability is one of the most valuable traits a person can have. How you can apply this: if you want to cultivate Virgo-level responsibility, start by doing what you say you will do. Be mindful of the commitments you take on, and make sure you can follow through. Over time, this will build your reputation as someone people can truly depend on. 5. Analytical thinking, the gift of seeing through the noise. Virgos don't just react, they analyze. Their mind works like a high-speed processor, breaking down information, assessing risks, and identifying patterns before making a decision. This ability makes them masters of problem-solving and helps them stay several steps ahead in any situation. They don't get caught up in emotional chaos. Instead, they step back, observe, and evaluate with a level-headed approach. This is why Virgos are often seen as the voice of reason in their social circles. They bring logic and clarity to situations where others might be overwhelmed by emotions. How you can apply this: the next time you face a problem, channel your inner Virgo. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to analyze the situation. Ask yourself, what are the facts? What are my options? What's the smartest course of action? The more you train your mind to think critically, the better decisions you'll make. 6. Practicality, the power of grounded thinking. Virgo doesn't waste time on abstract theories or wishful thinking. They are practical to the core, which means they focus on what works rather than getting lost in ideas that don't translate into reality. While some people get caught up in grand visions without a plan, Virgo sees the steps needed to get there and executes them with precision. This is why they are incredible problem solvers. When faced with a challenge, they don't overcomplicate things, they break it down, find the most efficient path, and get it done. How you can apply this: if you often find yourself stuck in overthinking, adopt Virgo's mindset. Ask yourself, what is the simplest, most actionable step I can take right now? Instead of worrying about the entire journey, focus on the next move that will get you closer to your goal. 7. Humility, strength without the need for recognition. Unlike some zodiac signs that crave attention or validation, Virgo doesn't need to be in the spotlight. Their humility is one of their most underrated strengths. They let their work, actions, and results speak for themselves. This makes them highly respected in both personal and professional settings. People trust a Virgo's advice, leadership, and expertise because they don't operate from ego, they operate from a genuine desire to be useful and make things better. However, this humility can sometimes work against them. Virgos don't always give themselves enough credit. How you can apply this: if you're someone who struggles with either seeking too much approval or not recognizing your own worth, Try adopting Virgo's approach. Focus on delivering value, not validation. And if you're a Virgo, remember to acknowledge your own achievements. You don't have to be loud about them, but don't downplay them either. 8. Empathy, the silent strength that connects them to others. People don't always associate Virgo with deep emotional intelligence, but their ability to understand and support others is one of their most powerful hidden strengths. They may not express emotions in an overly dramatic way, but they genuinely care about the well-being of those around them. Because they are such keen observers, Virgos pick up on subtle emotional cues that others might miss. They sense when something is off, even when it's not spoken aloud. And unlike some signs that offer vague emotional support, Virgo provides practical, real-world solutions to help people get through tough situations. How you can apply this: if you want to develop Virgo's level of empathy, practice active listening, not just hearing, but truly understanding what someone is saying. Instead of offering generic advice, ask, "What can I do to help in a tangible way?" That's the Virgo way. 9. Discretion, the ability to keep secrets and handle sensitive matters. Virgos are natural confidants. They don't gossip. They don't betray trust, and they understand the power of keeping information private. Whether in personal relationships or professional settings, people feel safe confiding in a Virgo because they know their words won't be used against them. This discretion is what makes Virgo one of the most trusted signs in the zodiac. It's also what makes them incredibly effective in leadership and advisory roles, where handling sensitive information is crucial. How you can apply this: if you want to earn people's trust the way a Virgo does, practice confidentiality. If someone shares something private with you, don't use it for social currency. True respect is built on discretion and integrity. 10. Commitment, the relentless drive to see things through. Virgos don't quit. When they commit to something, whether it's a goal, a project, or a relationship, they give it everything they have. They don't believe in half measures. Their sense of duty drives them to see things through, no matter how challenging or time-consuming they may be. This is why Virgos often become the backbone of their workplace, family, or social circle. While others may get distracted or discouraged, Virgo remains steadfast, focused, and determined to get the job done. How you can apply this: if you struggle with follow-through, try adopting Virgo's approach to commitment. Set clear, realistic goals. Break them into manageable steps. Stay disciplined, even when motivation fades. Remember, success is not about starting strong, it's about staying consistent. 11. Work ethic, the relentless drive for excellence. One of Virgo's greatest strengths is their unwavering work ethic. While some people rely on talent or luck, Virgos understand that true success comes from dedication, discipline, and persistence. They don't shy away from challenges, and they don't look for shortcuts. Instead, they take a methodical approach, ensuring that every task is completed with precision and care. This is why Virgo often becomes the backbone of any organization. They don't just meet expectations, they exceed them. They set high standards for themselves and others, and they are willing to put in the effort to achieve greatness. But this work ethic isn't just about career success. It extends into their personal lives as well. Whether it's maintaining their health, improving a skill, or strengthening a relationship, Virgo understands that consistency is the key to mastery. How you can apply this: if you struggle with motivation, adopt Virgo's mindset, focus on discipline over inspiration. You don't have to feel motivated every day, but if you commit to showing up and doing the work, you will see results over time. 12. Prudence, the power of careful, thoughtful decision-making. Virgos don't rush into anything. They analyze every option, weigh every risk, and think through every possible outcome before making a decision. While some people act on impulse, Virgo takes a calculated approach, ensuring that their choices are well-informed and beneficial in the long run. This level of prudence makes Virgo a natural strategist. They don't just think about what's happening now, they plan several steps ahead. They understand that every decision has consequences, and they prefer to make choices that lead to stability and long-term success. This trait is what makes Virgo an excellent financial planner, leader, and advisor. They rarely make reckless mistakes because they take the time to think things through. How you can apply this: if you tend to act on impulse, practice Virgo's pause and analyze method. Before making a big decision, ask yourself, what are the risks and benefits? How will this affect my future? Is this choice aligned with my long-term goals? The more intentional you are with your decisions, the better outcomes you will create for yourself. 13. Intelligence, a deep, unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Virgo is one of the most intellectually driven signs of the zodiac. Ruled by Mercury, the planet of intelligence and communication. They have an insatiable curiosity and a deep desire to learn. Whether it's mastering a new skill, diving into research, or solving a complex problem, Virgo thrives on mental stimulation. But their intelligence isn't just about accumulating knowledge, it's about applying it. They don't just read books for fun, they use what they learn to improve their work, relationships, and overall life. They seek practical wisdom, not just theoretical concepts. Virgo's intelligence also makes them excellent communicators. They know how to break down complex ideas into clear, understandable concepts. This is why they often become great teachers, writers, and mentors. How you can apply this: if you want to develop Virgo's level of intelligence, cultivate a habit of continuous learning. Read books, take courses, and challenge yourself to explore new subjects. But don't just learn for the sake of learning, find ways to apply your knowledge in real life. 14. Adaptability, the ability to adjust without losing focus. Virgos are known for loving structure and routine, but what makes them even more powerful is their ability to adapt when necessary. Unlike some signs that resist change, Virgo has the ability to stay flexible while maintaining their sense of purpose. They understand that life is unpredictable, and instead of panicking, they adjust their plans accordingly. If something doesn't go as expected, Virgo doesn't crumble, they re-strategize. They pivot, adjust, and find a new way forward. This adaptability is what makes them thrive in fast-paced environments. They can shift gears, reorganize their priorities, and still maintain their high standards. How you can apply this: if change makes you anxious, start thinking like a Virgo. Instead of seeing unexpected shifts as obstacles, see them as opportunities to grow and improve. Be willing to modify your approach while staying committed to your ultimate goals. 15. Self-discipline, the power to stay focused and consistent. Virgo's self-discipline is one of their greatest weapons. They don't get easily distracted, and they don't give in to instant gratification. When they set a goal, they stick to it, no matter how challenging or time-consuming it may be. This ability to stay focused and committed is what makes them excel in both their personal and professional lives. Whether it's following a workout routine, sticking to a financial plan, or building a career, Virgo understands that real success comes from consistency, not occasional effort. But what makes Virgo different from others who try to be disciplined? They don't rely on motivation. They know that motivation is fleeting, but discipline is what keeps you going even when you don't feel like it. How you can apply this: if you want to develop Virgo's level of self-discipline, start by creating small daily habits. Don't rely on willpower, create a system that makes it easy for you to stay on track. The more consistent you are, the stronger your discipline will become. 16. Kindness, the quiet force behind their influence. Virgo's kindness is not loud, dramatic, or attention-seeking, it's quiet, practical, and deeply meaningful. They don't just say they care. They show it through action. They are the type of person who will stay up late helping a friend with a project, fix a problem without being asked, or offer thoughtful advice when someone needs it most. This kindness isn't just about being nice. It's a powerful tool that allows Virgo to form deep, lasting relationships built on trust and mutual respect. People know that when Virgo helps, It's not because they expect something in return, it's because they genuinely want to make things better. How you can apply this: if you want to embody Virgo's form of kindness, focus on actions over words. Offer help before being asked, listen deeply, and always strive to leave people better than you found them. 17. Dedication, the ability to stay the course. Virgo doesn't quit. When they commit to something, whether it's a goal, a relationship, or a personal mission, they give it everything they have. Their dedication is what makes them unstoppable in the long run. This isn't just about persistence, it's about a deep sense of duty and integrity. If Virgo says they will do something, they will follow through, no matter how difficult or time-consuming it may be. This is why they often rise to positions of leadership and authority. People know they can depend on them. But dedication isn't just about external success. It's also about personal growth. Virgos are constantly working to become the best version of themselves, refining their skills, and improving every aspect of their lives. How you can apply this: if you struggle with commitment, take inspiration from Virgo, focus on consistency over intensity. Instead of chasing quick wins, commit to steady progress over time. 18. Rationality, the power to see clearly in chaos. One of Virgo's greatest strengths is their ability to stay logical and level-headed, even in emotional situations. While other signs might react impulsively or let their feelings cloud their judgment, Virgo remains calm, analytical, and solution-focused. This ability to separate fact from emotion is what makes them excellent at handling conflicts, solving problems, and making tough decisions. They don't let stress dictate their actions, instead, they rely on logic, strategy, and clear thinking. This doesn't mean Virgos don't feel emotions, it just means they don't let emotions control them. They know that reacting in the heat of the moment rarely leads to the best outcome. How you can apply this: when faced with a stressful situation, take a step back and assess the facts before reacting. Ask yourself, what's the smartest course of action? What decision will benefit me in the long run? 19. Perseverance, the strength to keep going, no matter what. If there's one thing Virgo refuses to do, it's give up. Even when faced with setbacks, failures, or obstacles, they keep pushing forward. Their perseverance is what allows them to turn challenges into achievements and struggles into strength. They don't believe in luck or overnight success. Instead, they trust in consistent effort, problem-solving, and long-term vision. This is what makes them unstoppable in any field, while others burn out or quit. Virgo continues refining, improving, and moving forward. How you can apply this: whenever you feel like quitting, ask yourself, what would Virgo do? Instead of focusing on the difficulty of the moment, zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Success is built on resilience, patience, and persistence. 20. Tolerance, the ability to accept and understand others. Virgo is one of the most accepting and open-minded signs. Despite their reputation for being critical, they understand that everyone has flaws, and they are willing to work through differences rather than judge too quickly. This makes them excellent friends, partners, and colleagues. While they may have high standards, they also recognize that perfection doesn't exist, so they strive for growth and understanding rather than unrealistic expectations. However, this doesn't mean Virgo will tolerate toxic behavior. They are willing to be patient and supportive, but they won't let themselves be taken advantage of. Their tolerance comes from a place of wisdom, not weakness. How you can apply this: if you want to cultivate Virgo's level of tolerance, practice seeing situations from different perspectives. Instead of reacting negatively to people's flaws, ask yourself, how can I understand and work with them, rather than against them? 21. Caution, the art of avoiding unnecessary mistakes. Virgo is one of the most careful, strategic, and risk-aware signs of the zodiac. They don't act on impulse, they don't rush into things blindly, and they always think through the consequences before making a decision. This caution is what allows them to avoid major pitfalls. bad investments, and reckless choices. While others might act impulsively and regret it later, Virgo ensures that their decisions are smart, well-planned, and beneficial in the long term. However, this caution isn't about fear, it's about wisdom. Virgo doesn't avoid risks entirely, but they make sure that every move they make is calculated, intentional, and well-informed. How you can apply this: before making any major decision, ask yourself, have I thought through all the risks? Have I considered the best and worst possible outcomes? Taking a moment to analyze before acting can save you from costly mistakes. Final thoughts: why Virgo's strengths matter for everyone. With these last 7 traits, kindness, dedication, rationality, perseverance, tolerance, caution, and discipline, Virgo completes their arsenal of strengths. These aren't just random personality traits, they are powerful tools that allow them to navigate life with intelligence, resilience, and purpose. But here's the real secret: you don't have to be a Virgo to learn from them. Anyone can develop these strengths, apply them to their own life, and see incredible results. Whether it's their work ethic, their emotional intelligence, or their ability to stay calm under pressure, Virgo's qualities are ones that can transform the way you approach life. Which of these strengths do you resonate with the most? Drop a comment below and let's continue the conversation. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Virgo's power, subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life for more astrology insights, personal growth strategies, and self-mastery content. The journey doesn't end here, there's so much more to discover about yourself and the universe. See you in the next video.